Ooh, alrighty, good morning, ladies and gents. It's January 31st, I believe. Sad I don't know my days. Tuesday. End of month, so let's be aware of the end of month. We might see a little bit of odd movement, but we will see. We had CAD news. It didn't do too much. It was this candle here would have been a shit trade on the news. I've just passed on it. CAD spread's too out of whack anyway. I'm just not messing with it right now. What else do we got going on today? Before we get going, we have two setups forming. We'll see if they form or if they go the other direction. There was a press conference. ECB Draghi spoke. I was asleep. This one I passed on. Again, it's CAD. It's off the table due to spread. Even on Pepperstone, I think the spread just gets out of control. Next one up is consumer confidence. Not expecting a big move, but with Trump in, that should be interesting. So I am going to straddle it, but I'll probably go half size. After that, these are all no trade. No Asia trading today as China bank holiday again. This will be our second day in a row. And we do have, what I don't get, it's a bank holiday, but you have manufacturing news on China. Oh well. Figure that out for yourselves. Anyway, all these you can demo. Well, the only one you could demo this NZD, but again, you will see an extremely high spread on it. I would not trade that live if my life depended on it. Cocaine worth 434 pound in nose gear of American Airlines plane. That's 31 pounds. Jesus. Anyway, so 9 o'clock, consumer confidence. Let's look at the rest of the week real quick. Again, China bank holiday. Manufacturing PMI GBP. I would demo it. Non-farm, the first version of it on Wednesday. Remember, Friday is NFP, so it's going to be a news day, no trading day. Manufacturing PMI. There hasn't been much of a change on this bitch in a while. Last time was September 1st of 2016. We saw a decent change October, so I wouldn't count too much on it moving, but crude oil inventories, you can demo that one, but not live. Well, for FXCM or Forex.com. Pepperstone, some guys are trading it, some aren't. Lately, it's just inventories, so Trump signing that crap isn't going to matter much. FOMC statement at 1 o'clock then. Oh, wait, I forgot to check. Is Wednesday going to be an Asia day? Nope, it's a China holiday. I think all week. Okay, so Thursday, I will be able to trade Asia. There are no Asia holidays going on, so Thursday will be the first day I trade Asia. GBP news, skip it. Draghi speaks, skip it. GBP, Jesus, not much. Unemployment claims will be a good one to watch. And then Friday is NFP. Let's hope we don't get a freaking dud. This would literally be a record setter. If we get a dud, it'll be 4 months in a row that we don't get much of a move. As Trump kicks into gear with bringing jobs and everything, that's going to change. But basically, we want him to make a big of a mess or fix the things as quickly as he can, because either way, we're going to start seeing movement. Alright, so if we're looking at this one, I did forget one item, and I don't know how I forgot it, because this is an indicator that I had made. The green lines, this shows our profit target of 10 pips. So if we are looking to get into this trade, it has room to run up to the support. We have conflicting signals down below, though. We're not looking to get into anything there. Same over on UJ. We'd be looking for a sell. The moving averages are lined up, but we are conflicting down below, so we are in a holding pattern right now. Signals are up and running, so if we do get a trade, I will be sending it out. If we have questions, please ask. I did have one question about Rinko. I'll go over the educational portion of that after the signals, but basically, the first thing you want to focus on is learning this on the 5-minute charts. We want to be able to identify this setup right here. Now, this isn't a pretty one because the moving averages, but if we look down below, everything did line up for this afterwards, and it got prettier as it went, so you could have had entry right here, although that would have been scary because if you would have entered, I believe this bitch moved more than 10 pips. Jesus, it moved 20 pips up. Oh yeah, I woke up on this one. I woke up this morning early and I saw this move and I was like, what the hell? This was a 46.5 pip move up. In total, it was like almost 60 pips. It's better than we get out of news releases lately. So depending on how that one, well, if you would have gotten in here, there is no chance in hell you would have got stopped out because it just moved up, 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 and then it dropped back down. So that would have been a quick in and out. Okay, so in reference to Renko, while we're waiting and seeing what the hell's going on, Renko is more on the advanced side, and I have not put out the part 2 on it yet, which I'll probably do Friday because it's a news day, and so as soon as news is over, we will have an educational day. We're going to talk about Renko and how it can be used. It is good for training, but it's also good if, let's say, your time's limited and, I don't know, you have like only 2 hours to trade, you can force it out. Now, the drawback is a little bit harder to do, but you can push more trades out with it. I highly recommend using the 5-minute first, though, so that you can start to identify these setups. If you start seeing it's the same damn setup over and over, what are we waiting on? We're waiting on price to close below here and then drop it. Again, we're getting conflicting, though, so this is not a good time to get into it. And the same, this one would have been okay, though. But right now, we're just in a conflicting zone. Price is kind of consolidating. Basically, orders are consolidating right here, and it's deciding which direction it wants to go. Just to see something, let's see. USD CHF is holding in there with a decent spread, so I may toss it up there today. I've been keeping an eye on it. Again, Asia, not till Thursday. We have China holiday all this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Thursday, Asia will come into play. That one I can't go live on because I usually got my daughter running around. So Asia for me is just, I set traps. We will talk about that, though. So remember, you in your indicators list, you have TA trap right there. So what does that mean? Well, I want to know when price gets close to this being a setup. So let's draw a little horizontal line. Click it once so it's selected. If I could click it, right click it, go to horizontal line properties, and we're going to type in alert underscore hashtag or whatever 2. Now when it comes within 2 pips of there, I'm going to get an alert. Now I most likely will add USD CHF onto here in a bit, but the thing is all three, it's not, see, the reason I like GBP USD is it doesn't correlate with Euro USD or USD JPY. USD CHF does actually correlate. Let me show you what I mean. Five and so what does this look? This should look familiar to you. What does it look like? You can barely even tell I'm switching charts. So this is why, just as an example, this is why I typically don't trade it. I could either have USD CHF up on here or UJ. UJ has a lower spread, so that's why I'm trading it. USD CHF pretty much looks exactly like USD JPY. Now, what this does bring about is you have an option to either trade USD JPY. So on your broker, if the spread on USD CHF is lower than USD JPY, go ahead and trade that one. Average pip size, average candle size on 1 minute. UJ is bigger. So for me, once it gets up above 5, that's a warning. So I possibly would switch down because this is a lower moving and a lower moving. It more is exactly mirroring it in even candle size. Because the problem with USD JPY when we have big 1 minute candles is there's a chance we get stopped out immediately. So for today, I would say we drop USD JPY for now. And then we're going to have USD CHF and Euro. Now, why my entire decision, although the spread's a little not as good, it's because of average candle size on the 1 minute candles. They're a little bit smaller, which gives me more room when we get into a trade to not get stopped out in one quick movement. Do we have a setup yet? No. Unfortunately not. Still consolidating, still going blah. If we have questions, now's the time, because right now we're in a consolidation zone. We got 28 minutes to the bell, so I most likely won't jump into a trade unless it looks extremely good, and I don't see any extremely good setups coming. As you'll see, as this moves up to here, this green line, the 10 pip is going to be starting to hit the recent daily high, so that's going to kind of make for a difficult decision to get in and out. Basically, it means we would be in and out and not full target hit. We'd be in and out for 4 to 5 pips. Let's see. Any other updates? Signals will be coming before education from now on, as I've been doing a lot of the education before signals, and by the time I'm done, the markets are flat. So I'll definitely be doing signals first, and then education second. Because education, I can deal with whatever's on the charts, but signals, I need some decent-looking charts. My kitty's pissed at me. I was bringing his water out to him, and I guess he was thirsty. He jumped and smacked the bowl out of my hand and spilled water all over himself. Dumbass. Okay, so we know USD and USD CHF and USD JPY kind of mimic each other. So what other opportunities do we have? Let's bring up US CAD. Actually, the spread on US CAD is kind of shit. Well, let's watch it for a little bit. 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.9, 2 pips. Yeah, it's kind of high. Euros, okay. USD's okay. And for the hell of it, we'll throw it up so at least we have something to look at. So, file. God, my nose is meh. It's kind of weird because we live in an area that's normally like 50 to 70% humidity, and right now we're at like low 30%. Okay, so it looks like CAD was moving pretty fast. It was almost 5 pips average on the 1 minute candles for the last 60 minutes, 4.5 for the last 30, but now the last 15 it slowed down to about 3 pips. So let's put that over here. The spread is 2 pips, which is about as high as I want to go. I probably won't take any trades on USD CAD, but at least it'll give us something to look at. Because it's not mirroring too many of the pairs. See, this is flat, this is flattish, and USD CAD's doing its own thing. You can see it was just dead-ish. That was the news candle right there. So it just bombed, and then we'll see. If it goes dead again, we'll see if we can find something else to toss on there. I prefer to have 2 pairs I can trade, and then one I can talk about. At least that'll give us something to do. Oh, my nose, I swear. And, I mean, this should help you a little. Here's our white lines. You can see the currency slope strength is extremely close together. I mean, if you can't see that this is flat, this will help you. And we can, see, we have a little bit of support here where it could break down through, but ideally we would want it down here. We're 20 minutes off, down on USD CHF. I was looking at it. So we're red, and we're starting to red, and we'll see if we start getting an alignment down here. Maybe by the time it gets down here, it might be setting up. This is where we'll look for it to close below, right about there. Again, let's go ahead and set a trap there. And we'll do... Now, since we're coming into the US bell, hopefully it piddles around and then drops after the US bell. Remember, US bell's a no trade zone. We have a change of sentiment. But every pair we have up has the word USD in it, so that should be a warning that during the US bell, hold your shit. So we had down on USD CHF, up on Euro, so that means we are starting to set up. Oh yeah, fucking 23 minutes to bell. I'll zoom in a little bit here because, well, first let's zoom out and look to the left. We got a clear run up if this little bitchy breaks, because this was the last thing we saw. So let's zoom in. Remember, look to the left, zoom out, take your time. You got plenty of time to set these up, so let's zoom in a little. Let's line this bitch up. We are red, only green here, so we're still conflicting. Price action wise, like support and resist wise, this might be a nice looking one, but let's get everything lined up to be a little bit more conservative and to make sure that we're into a good trade. Basically, what this will help you do is, yeah, it might break out and poke a little up, but if these don't confirm it, then we probably might get a pullback back down. Other thing, like I mentioned, 22 minutes to the bell with USD coming online full strength might just turn this thing south. So we're in a no trade zone. Even if it's a pretty setup, we're in a no trade zone, which sucks ass. Too many times I've gotten burnt on it. I would say it takes let's say we get a perfect setup here, it turns it into a 50-50 trade. And I'm not about to do a 50-50 trade when I'm sending shit out. That's jacked up. Sorry, I'm looking at my Facebook. Again, if we have questions, please, this is the time. We're in a no trade zone, so let me move this. 9 o'clock, we do have a news event, so it'll be a tight fit from 8:30 to 9 if we get a trade in. Consumer confidence, I believe. Remember, no signals go out during news events. No trading should occur either for binary or Forex. Unless you're news trading it with the EA. Oh yeah, that's a good yawn. You can see we're stalling out here. So you look at our other pair, USD CHF. Here's Euro. It's slowly aligning to the south side. And GB or USD CHF is slowly looking like it might head north. Remember, USD is in front, so that means if it moves up, that's stronger for the USD. Let's take a look how it looked. This bitch has been flat. God, London must have been boring as hell. It looks like London Open dropped it and then it went to hell. I wonder how DJ did. I haven't seen any if he traded today. He was doing really well. Hopefully it continues. Alright, so we know it was flat and there was a big move, so we'll see what happens. It's already marked here with a resistance and a weak resistance, so we know that something happened there. We can see that it was the daily open right here ended and the new one started. This is from my broker. Alright, so we're back to twiddling our thumbs. USD CAD, let's take a look at how boring that one was. Complete shitstorm here. This is what we want to avoid trading, just piddling along. We can see the gray down here. Who had it? Abe. I don't know if you're watching or not, but I'm still working on getting USCSS that works. He has an extremely weird broker where some of them say US CAD. Now, if it says US CAD Pro, that's cool. But when I went into his, it's a suffix, so I can add a suffix onto the CSS to get it to work. But when I went into File, Open Data Folder, and when I went into History, it was just odd because the chart names didn't match. But we'll take a look at it. I'm going to try and get that working for him. Actually, I got one working. I just didn't need it to set auto across the board. It was the newer version of this one, but we'll see if I can get it working today. That'll be after Signals Dude, and we'll take a look. So again, we're starting to look southern on this one. Remember, USD is coming into place right now. Pre-trading is open, but the actual bell is ringing. In about 7 minutes, I will take my little potty break and grab my coffee because it should be done brewing, and fill up my water cup. Again, so far, no questions, so I guess we are good. And my gray hairs are weird. Sorry, I'm getting old. They're like stiffer than my normal hairs, and they're thicker. That's what happens when you have a kid. I had almost no gray hair. I had like one since I was 16. I had a kid, and all of a sudden I have a ton. Okay, so after signals today, we will be talking inlines, which is this. Helps us identify support and resist target goals. What do I mean by that is, if we can even find one, let's say we were taking a sell from here, we could see that 10 pips down, that would be doable because there is our support. So it easily identifies a 10 pip drop is possible. And if not, we can identify that, hey, it's at least 5 or 6, because if it's halfway in between here, that's 5 pips. It's a very good tool to help you visually see your target, and so you don't have to do this number. Well, I'm taking a 10 pip trade, and then I got to measure it down, where that can get annoying. So I'll throw that in Mega. Guys, don't lose your Mega passwords. From what I've seen, it is a bitch to get that thing reset. We've had 2 people lose them, and so far, one can't get back in, the other one recreated the account, but I'm unable to add him back in, so he is having to add me so that then I can share folders and files with him. So please try not to lose your Mega password. If you do check in this system, there was an updated video put into it yesterday, so go ahead and check that if you get time. And the last video that will go into that before we do part 2, which will be the Renko, which is the advanced on Friday, will be inlines. And I'll put them in order later today once we get this done, because I'll put part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Because we're going to start part 1 with a naked chart with just inlines and our little dots, our support and resist. That'll be the education portion for today. Because literally you can trade without all this bullshit once you learn to see support and resist. It does help quite a bit. Hell, especially me, I'll be honest, it's helped me catch a few of my mistakes. So I really think this is a good way to trade. DJ seems to have caught on to this extremely fast. He's been doing very well. Sorry, I shouldn't have said his name, but y'all saw his charts. Too late now. He traded London yesterday and pulled in 43, 44 pips. He did very well. USD CAD, this is piddling down what I'd call a slow bleed, so it's not exactly looking too sexy. We do have a blue line forming as a support. If we zoom out, what do we have? It has a clear run south down to here. This was the open. It dropped. Okay, so we know we have a clear run down on this one. It's US CAD, so I won't be taking it. This is on your discretion if you're watching and you want to take it, but this isn't exactly great price action. It's just kind of going, it's like a slow bleed is what I call it. And I don't find those or particularly heartwarming, I guess you could say. Remember, we have two lines here. That is our spread. Keep in mind that if you enter there, it's actually going to be that far away. You have to move into the trade that much. As we can see, this alert wasn't even touched. Nor was this one. It just kind of reversed. We're 2 minutes away from me breaking. 10 minutes from the US bell. 40 minutes from news. I did have this was an odd question that I had. I talk to myself when I'm trading, yes. I kind of recommend it. At least do it in your head, or if you do it out loud, that's great. Talk yourself through each trade. That way, I know this sounds really stupid and it's off the wall, but someone told me that they catch themselves talking to themselves through the trade, and I don't think you're crazy because I do it too. I literally sometimes will catch myself talking out loud about a trade, and I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm saying, okay, we're red here, it's good. Then we look, and I say, we needed the support. Moving averages are good. That's fine. If not, use a checklist. There's a checklist in the pack on Mega. You can get that checklist out and use it. Sorry, I'm sniffling up a storm. The last thing, and I am almost ready for it because I got everything working again, is we will be doing hotkeys. That'll be Friday, because once you pick up the pace, let's say if you're using Renko or something else, I really find clicking to be ineffective and slow. I don't know if any of you play games, but if you play MMOs or any type, League of Legends, whatever, clicking the icons is extremely slow and you get your ass beat. If you can use just the keyboard, much, much faster. And I hate to refer to it like a video game, but when you're scalping, if you see that you're 5.5 pips up, by the time a keystroke, I could already have it done, and then I got to come down here and close it, or I got to right click and then close it. By the time you do that, it might have dropped down to 3 pips profit. We want to be able to get in and out when you want in and out and not have to deal with it. There are some buttons that can go on the screen, but they're all EAs. There's a script that slows it down. I haven't found anything quicker than just learning to use a keyboard shortcut. Alt-C to close, Alt-B to buy, Alt-S to sell. Alt-Me for boring. Okay, 10 minutes till the US Open. Shit's piddling. I'm gonna go get my... Oh, hey, good lord, my ribs are cramping. That's weird. Ow. I'm gonna go take a break, and then I'll be back. Ow. I'll be back in, I don't know, like 5-6 minutes. Alrighty, we're back. 5 minutes to bell. My cat is officially a bird killer. Pretty boring so far. It's not much to talk about. What I'm hoping for is a nice strong consumer confidence that puts us into a trend. That would be frickin' awesome. But we can all hope. We're slowly lining up here for a move up. We'll see what happens with the US Open if it ruins it. Whoever launched the missile caused a bit of a stir. Was Iran. I haven't even seen if Trump has any craziness on the agenda for today. It's sad I gotta base some things around this idiot. I mean, all I can say is hopefully he does a good job. That'll cause the markets to go into a nice trend. If he does a bad job, and it drops, but it's a trend either way. Yeah, boring. Right at the US bell, we're gonna get a setup. Watch. I've been having this tiny feather floating around. Damn it. I'm going to turn signals off just for a sec. So let's watch what happens. This is the bell. 2 minutes to go. Now, it looks like this candle's going to run right up into the resist. Wait for a setup. We're starting to flash green down here. We're green, green. Now remember, 10 pips up is above that, so we would not hit a full target. USD CHF, on the other hand, same type of thing going on because they mirror each other. Actually, I'm not even going to dick with it. It's US bell, so I'm not messing with it. USD CHF, you can see it's a trap was just popped, so our trap just went off. Take that off there. We got 49 seconds left to see what this does. Now what are we seeing? USD is waking up because this is a USD pair pushing. The USD is taking over and it's pushing it down. US CAD pushing it way down. And US is the second. Euro actually is stronger. That's odd. So Euro is coming in stronger than the USD. This candle for me across 3 pairs, this looks like this is market movers, like big banks. Somebody's moving price to where they want it. So this typically I would say stay out of. And again, we're 1 minute from the bell. Now I'm guessing we're going to get a pullback here, unless they're really planning on moving it. What this did though is it took out, let's say people thought there was a, because here was a big resist, and they took a sell because they thought it was going to drop. This just cleared out all those orders for the banks. And here's our pullback, pullback, and a pullback. How many pips was this? So that was a 24 pip move. That's definitely market makers moving price where they want it to be. what we can see is USD was stronger than CHF, USD was weaker than CAD, and Euro was stronger than USD. And we are at the bell, so ding ding. Alright, so 29 minutes till news. Again, this was US bell right here, this candle. But this was a move right before the bell. That's why I say we don't dick around during the bell. Man, I got like a little headache. Remember, guys, wait about 15 minutes till after the bell, then we could jump in. But that also is putting us in the consumer confidence window for news. If it was something else, I would say but consumer confidence, because of Trump, that is one that he can affect, because it's just exactly what it says, consumer confidence. And supposedly it is up pretty high because of him. But we will see. So far, everything except for Euro. Here it's bouncing, dojing out, so we might see a weakness on it. And we're seeing it fighting it a little bit. What are the two we're concerned about are Euro and USD CHF, because those are our pairs that are moving inverse of each other. USD CAD, so not to cause confusion, we'll just close that now. But remember, these pairs move opposite each other. If you can see, almost exactly opposite. So let's say you would have said, this is my qualifier, I got in, it's already dropped. Let's say we entered on the close-ish. It's already dropped about 11 pips from the here to here. So we would have got stopped out. That's what I say. On this big candle, this was not a normal size candle. This was 24.2 pips up. That is not a normal movement. This wasn't a normal movement either. That's why today's a little odd, so we're going to be careful today. We do have everything confirming a buy. We just need a setup now. So what I would be waiting for is a pullback and then a jump in. Is that going to happen before news? Probably not. Or this thing's just going to continue running up. I don't know what's driving. Because basically the USD is coming in weaker, so I'm not too sure why. Trump might have done a tweet. Jesus Christ. wonder when he did this. 6:27 a.m. I should probably sign up for Trump's freaking tweets, honestly. Dollar dumps after Trump accuses other countries of devaluation. That puts it right about there where his tweet hit. Jesus. I think I'm gonna put Trump on. I'm gonna I hate to say it. I'm gonna add Trump to my fucking Twitter account. I have a Twitter account that I never use, but seems his mouth can really move the frickin' charts now. So Jesus Christ, man. Stupid cat. Looks like he might have pulled that tweet down because I can't find it on his thing. God damn, he tweets a lot. See if you put it down into the POTUS one. Tuesday, 8 p.m. His Supreme Court appointee. Lovely. I believe I have to watch Trump's freaking Twitter just to see what's happening with the markets. Alright. News in 20 minutes. God, so many people are bitching, so I guess tech and fundamentals are useless now. It all depends on this clown's mouth now. Just breaking every divergency. I'm out for the day. People are pissed. Good lord, my glasses are filthy. Let me clean them while we wait and see what the hell's going on. It's funny though, I can't find that tweet. It looks like he removed it. Unless that was just something he said out loud. But it says it was a tweet. Oy. I think people should just ignore him. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm reading. That is definitely one thing I was not expecting out of Trump, that he'll be bashing the dollar and causing such big movements. I really didn't think he'd be able to move the market that much. So we got news in 15 minutes. This is not a. This is just a. Since we're educational, I'm not having signals live. This would be a quick buy. Basically, it's to test hotkeys too. We had our pullback. We would have wanted to wait for this to close, but we're 2 seconds out. It's above. Now see how quickly this is moving. 4 pips in profit. Closed that quick. I'll see it. We're gonna go over that Friday. Okay, so we got news in 15. Let me set up on forex.com. This is I'll do that over on my other screen so we don't get bored. This will be a Euro USD, USD JPY trade only. for the news. And crap, I was coding on this one. Let me remove, delete. I'm a mess over here. Right click, template. Spread's 1.2. It's not too bad on Euro. I'm getting a 1 pip spread almost. I go 20. That's good. I'm setting up a news trade on Forex.com. I'm still demoing them. My normal trades are already set up for this. USD. Template. Ringo News. Seven. Load. Yeah, I'm talking to myself again. $1:30. This will be at 10 o'clock East Coast. And okie dokie. What did I do wrong? 2017, 1:30. See, even I screw up. January 30th. Oh, 31st. No wonder. For some reason, I've been thinking all day it's the 30th, so I'm setting up my news and I put in the 31st. Save. Save. Yes. News. Alright, we're set up for news. When it gets closer, I'll pop that over on the screen so we can watch. And if this wasn't news, this was our entry candle here. And if we look, nothing's stopping us. Trump's doing a good number today. Like I said, whether it's stupid or not, if we can avoid his tweets and then catch the follow through on him, yippee-ki-yay, you know what? But God knows when he's going to tweet. You get in a trade, he tweets, and it heads the wrong direction. That's a bitch. So what I would honestly hope for now is, since Trump already screwed up the news, is a weak consumer confidence, which would continue the euro pushing up, which would be awesome. So if we have a weak consumer confidence, that would be nice. And let's put USD JPY back on here since everyone else is trading that. Now we can see this candle took up our this is a 20 pip candle. From top to bottom, that's 20 pips. Middle ground is 10 pips. What's the danger here? My average candle size on the 1 minute is, the last hour is 6.5. The last 30 minutes, it's 9 pips. And the last 15 minutes, almost a 9 pip. So that means it's pretty brutal to get in and out of a trade on this. So it's off the board right now. Why? Because one candle could wipe us. Look, I mean, one candle's 20 pips. That could wipe us out, no matter whether we get the direction right or wrong. I would have to increase my take profit and stop loss, and since I can't get everybody in the signals group to immediately do that, there's no freaking way, because y'all are already set up. So if I go a bigger stop loss, it's going to cause damage to your accounts. Euro's still falling within reason, so we'll be watching Euro today. UJ is just going to be for reference on movement in the opposite direction or inverse, but we're going to be watching Euro today for trades until UJ settles down a bit. USD CHF got up there too, is 6 pips a move, so 9 minutes till news. See, I could have got in that trade and out, but too risky. After news, like I said, hopefully, and I know this is bad since I'm in America, but hopefully consumer confidence is low, and that'll continue pushing this trend up. What's going to happen is if consumer confidence is strong, unless it's extremely strong, it's going to counteract Trump's tweet, and we'll probably get a flat market or God knows what. But in my opinion, let's get a weak consumer confidence out there and push this bitch up some more, and that'll make for an easy day. Even a mediocre consumer confidence. I guess while that's doing that, let me get set up. Let me take this off the screen. I did that last time, and then I had to change all my passwords. Literally, with the password, you could start sending out trades to people, so we don't want that. And it's broken through a resist nicely, so let's get news out of the way and get to work. Remember, UJ is off the table due to candle size because I can't tell you all that, hey, I want to change my take profit stop loss. Senate Judiciary Committee votes on what? Votes on the nomination of Senator Jeff Sessions to be Attorney General. Well, he did fire the Attorney General we have now, so no wonder they're voting.
It disregards our obligations under international agreements, undermines critical protections in our Constitution, and it effectively bans one religion, the Muslim faith.
Oh, God, shut up. And 6 minutes till news. I'm going to go take a quick tinkle. I'll be back before news hits. And we'll see how this goes. Okie dokie, 2 minutes to news. Let's bring it up. Spread's holding in okay. Got ticks coming in consistent. Oh, we're already done with. I didn't even watch if anything happened. Sorry, I was reading something. Nothing. And nothing, so 2 duds. Done for the day there. Alrighty then, so we are free to trade now. We have no news for the rest of the day. Yippee-ki-yay. Unless that 845 move was Chicago PMI, because it did drop 4 points. Consumer confidence was down. So that's actually what we wanted. So wait for a pullback, get in a trade. Here we go. Oh, my knuckles are freezing. If we have questions, go for it. We're going to be waiting for a setup now. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to do something. New chart, because we did have a question over it. And while we watch this, 1 minute. Now let's get these in order. That's not in the right order. I'll explain what I'm doing here in a minute. Okay, 5-minute chart, Renko chart. And 1 minute. Again, I'll be focusing on Euro USD today. USD JPY is at 10 pips a freaking candle. That's just insane. I don't want to kill anyone. Euro is up to 5 pips a candle, which is relatively a bit dangerous. I was looking for when I missed the news was I wanted to see if there was a MT4 plugin that you could get. How there's the news, I wanted to see if you could get an MT4 feed directly to I wanted to see if you can get a Twitter feed to MT4. Because if he's going to be... But it's all the opposite. It's sending it from MT4 to Twitter. Down on Euro. It's a possible pullback. It's a pretty big pullback if that's a pullback. But as we see, it's just one candle, really. Renko kind of over-exaggerates it. It's a 10 pip drop, though. Stream there for a second. Is it still live? I am pretty bored so far. Well, there is a Chrome plugin that'll let you get Twitter feeds. Because I don't want to have Twitter open all the time. I just want to be able to get them from just him. So this one's saying down, 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 but if we go to the 1 minute or 5 minute, we can see it's just one candle, so I'll do the Twitter thing after so I can focus on Euro. Blah, blah, blah. Do something. Let's take a look at UJ, even though we're not touching it. You can see UJ did the exact same thing, but look at these candles. I mean, that's more than 20 pip candles. It's really, I can't send anything because it's too big. It would screw y'all. On the 1 minute, that might have been our pullback with a move up. So if we look over to the 5 minute, that might be our move up. And Renko is saying that it could possibly be our move up too. Here to help y'all a little see this. Let's do this. There we go. I'll zoom in one on it. And UJ, don't know. Okay, so now this could be A, B, a C movement up, and a D movement down. We do not know yet. That's why I'm not jumping anything. What I mean by that is this could be a move down. Here is 61.8 and 50. We don't know yet. Once it comes up a little bit higher, we know what's going on, but right now we don't. See what I mean? It might be dropping. Don't know yet. See, because 1 minute's not giving us a clear story. 5 minutes, just we had a close lower than the previous. That could, like I said, this could just be our pullback and waiting to move up, but we need to watch and see. Renko doesn't tell us anything. It's just showing flat, but down here we're showing south and south, so conflicting, green, and we don't care. I'm actually hoping it calms down a little bit because I want these candle sizes to drop down a tiny bit. That'll give us a little bit more breathing room. And that was a 10 pip candle. Yeah, it was almost a 11.5 pip candle. And they're both voting on Secretary of Education today too, and the new Attorney General. Lovely. Now let's see if we get a move upwards. Here we're getting conflict. It's saying downwards, but we will see. It has a weak support here. If we look across, support, support, support. UJ is doing the exact same thing, so we'll see if it starts to drop. It is hitting a resist right here. We can see the line. But candles are huge. And here, not much to see on the 1 minute. Again, we have no clear nada going on so far. We'd be waiting for a break above here for a re-entry. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping for one more spike up. So on the 1 minute, we're looking at a possible breakdown. 5 minutes still hasn't given us a clear, and Renko is saying down. sorry. I'm stretching. I'm a little bored right now waiting. 9:19, so we got plenty of time. And we might have a breakdown. Let's see. 1 minute shows possible break south. 5 minute has not confirmed a damn thing, and Renko is saying, yeah, it's a possibility too. So what I'm watching is UJ still has to break through this. Euro has this right here to do an actual breakdown. So I'm kind of thinking still pullback. Renko makes it look like a big move down, but it's not really. It's just I'm thinking pullback. Reason being is on both sides we have the support. If we do get a pullback, if this does turn in an opposite direction trend, then we'll just have to wait and then drop in. But I'm not going to risk taking a sell on this when I think it might bounce up still. I just don't see all that news from this morning. Trump and then consumer confidence being bad, reversing it, all of a sudden the USD starts pushing down. Because that would indicate strength with the US dollar. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but get Trump to stop tweeting and I won't. I might get my coffee. I know it's done brewing. See, if this was our pullback, that'd be nice. We got the support right there. Hit, bounce. Now, if I get the 5 minute and Renko and Confluence together, like saying the same thing, then I'll be a little happier to jump into a trade. But right now, I'm not happy at all. I'm not going to take a sell at this point. There's no way in hell. And let's see something. I'm going to try something real quick. We don't want to see you. Don't want to see you. And I don't want to see you. I want to see you. Maybe this will give you a better kind of idea what the hell I'm looking at. Okay, so let's zoom in a bit. Stretch it. Put her back. I'll get coffee after this. Ugh. I gotta blow my nose too once we're done here. I'm dying. Probably gonna close the window too. My hands are just constantly cold and it hurts my knuckles. Sorry, I'm blowing into my hands to keep them warm. I had the window open in my office because my office tends to get really hot. But it's been cold out for the last 3 or 4 days, and my office is freezing my butt off right now. I'm sorry I keep sniffling too. It's just that's why I'm gonna shut the window. Hopefully, when the room warms up, I'll quit sniffling as much. It's got a baby resistor that it has to push, but we'll see. You little pecker, you don't look too happy. Anyway, ugh. They're fighting it out a little bit here. Ugh. I really want my coffee. Warm me up. Maybe I'll throw some hot chocolate in it. Doji, not good. Let's see. Remember, I'll be taking a quick break after this. It's 9:30, my time. No news for the rest of the day. NZD tonight, so just don't trade that crap. Remember, spread goes in stupid high on those. You can demo if you want to see it, but if you're in the news course, don't touch it at all. Oh, God, my hands are freezing. Really doesn't want to push through there. I didn't think it was going to be that hard to push through. Thought it would pop right up. Guess what I get for thinking. I'm about to be doing the PP dance, so this thing needs to move somewhere. It really does not want to break through that damn resist. I did not see this resist being an issue. Although we're only 5 minutes in, so give it a chance to run. I get impatient. Ugh. La la la. PP dance is coming really quick, so hopefully this will go somewhere. trying not to sniffle or cough. So again, we're hitting this resist. Just a quick push through is all we need. There we go, daddy. It really doesn't want to break that damn thing. It's not even like a major number or anything. It's just a shit pit little resist. It's turning into a big one though as it keeps bouncing. You can tell I'm impatient a little bit sometimes, especially when I gotta go to the bathroom. Move up you little whore, or down, do something just so I can go. That doesn't look good. I'm waiting for about the 2-minute 30-second mark and see if it pops up. Let's see, about 20 seconds. Let's see if it pops up or down. Gotten 2 dojis in a row, so it's going to do something, hopefully. I've gotten twice close to closing it. I still don't believe that's holding. No, they seem to be holding it down. I'm gonna look on the, once this is done, I'm gonna look on the different chart, see what the hell is holding this thing. Because I did not see anything. Our round numbers above it, where my target is at the top of those swing high. Ooh, cold fingers suck. The joys of trading. I hate dojis. We're at 9:38 Central Standard Time. Come on, you little pecker, push through. Almost. We're almost at my target too. It doesn't look like it's gonna be that many pips. Well, at least we got a little bit of close above. Hopefully that'll let us bounce up a tiny bit more so I can get out and go to the bathroom. Please don't drop. I really gotta go. still pushing. If you look on the Renko side on the right, it's still pushing that goddamn resist. We just don't want to show Daddy any love today, do we? Spread's holding in around 1.2, not bad. Hit my target. Oh god, they're gonna be cutting the grass. I'm definitely gonna have to shut the window because they're doing the grass at the park. And they use a huge tractor that does the grass, so I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but it's super loud for me. Man, you're being a little difficult, whore. There we go. Me having to go to the bathroom is not helping my patience with this at all. There we go. It was close enough to my target at the top of that candle, and I really gotta go to the bathroom. I was shooting for right there. It didn't quite make it. I have to go to the bathroom, though. I'll be back. Jesus. had to go all the way out to the 1 hour to see what the hell it's hitting, and it's hitting this. That I did not expect. So I got out of that one quick, well, early, because my target was here, but I was seeing some kind of resistance being hit. Plus, I really had to go to the bathroom. Pretty much mostly because I had to go to the bathroom. I'm sure it's going to continue up a little bit more, but, wow, I had to jump to the hourly chart to see what the hell it was hitting. I closed the window, so hopefully my office will start warming up a little. I've been streaming almost 2 hours, so I'll probably call it here. I'm still going to trade, but I'll call it. I want to get the educational portion done. Let's look at the trade again. No. Euro. And this. Windows. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. Alright, so on Rinko's side, it did go green. This is about where I entered. Let's drop that on there. See where I entered. Entered right there after this pullback candle. So we went in, and it's slowly going up, but we can see from here to here, it's almost hitting 10 pips down too. Over here, you can already see the trade on there. It has the little dots. That was entry, exit. I was hoping to get it up here, but I did not. It started hitting a resist in this area, as y'all saw as we were watching. Turns out there was a swing high on the hourly chart back there that it's hitting right now. Now when it clears through that, it'll probably run up again. That's what I'll be waiting on. Not get my hands to warm up. I'm gonna grab my coffee and hold my coffee here in a sec. But that'll probably wrap it up for streaming today. I'm fed up with this shit with Trump. Let's see, we closed it here, 5 more minutes. It still didn't hit our goal, and it still hasn't hit our goal yet. Our goal was right up here. I would have peed myself before then. It just hit it's about to hit our goal, so meh. Nature called. What can I say? If you want to see what I was talking, let's go to the 4 hour. You'll probably be able to see it. Let me zoom out. Here's where it's hitting right here. So let's just draw it on there. And see if it keeps it down to the 5 minute. Okay, so see this? I drew the line where it is. What I'll be waiting on is a breach above that. I'll pull back to it and then let it run up again. And let's set the alert on it. And we'll do a LUT underscore. So we have an alert set on it. Any questions or anything before we wrap this up? Once I'm done trading, I'll do the educational portion. Oy. Let me check Mega to see if anyone's gotten their password issues fixed. Remember on Mega, please don't lose your password, guys. Some of the people that did are having a shit fit getting back in. Oh, I have a headache too. Nope, no one on Mega yet. Oh my god, there's so much bull S news on Facebook, it's not even funny. don't see any questions, so I assume they're. Let me double check. I'm assuming there aren't any. Alright, so no questions, we're done then. Blah blah. Tomorrow, same thing. I'm gonna watch the charts for a bit, see if I can pick up a couple more pips. Hopefully, bring it up to about 10-15 pips. Enjoy. If you got questions, hit me up, please.